Hello everybody, welcome back. I am working on a Sweet Pea mini journal. This journal measures 3 by 4. Is that right? 3 by 4? Yep, had to measure it, make sure. 3 by 4. 4 tall. Yeah, okay. 4 tall, 3 wide. And what I've done is I was so inspired by Sheila Gingrich on Boho Daydreams. She made one very similar. Hers is absolutely gorgeous, and I just had to give it a try. So I've painted my backgrounds. I've used some gesso and some different blues and paints, and I've added some lace. I've added some modeling paste through stencils. That's what that is. That's what that is. And then some book pages, some music pages. I've done some stamping, and I've done some splattering. So these are 3 pages that I had left over. After I put this together, I thought that was a good size. So I just kind of took those 3 pages and I'll make something else out of them. So the other thing that Sheila did was she used some white heat embossing inks, and that says spread your love. And so I went back and did some of that, and I added some gold flake, but I'm doing my gold flake a little bit different than her just because it's what I have, just because I wanted to try it. So what I was going to show you is what I did. You just want a little bit of gold flake here and there, just to add a little something, a little embellishment to it. I was trying stamps that had words on them, and as you can see, it's you can't read it, which is okay. You don't have to be able to read it, but there's too much detail in there if you want your print to come out even better. So I'm going to do something right here on this page, and I'm going to show you what I'm using that's different. Okay, so this is my embossing ink, and any embossing ink will work, but this is what I'm doing different. This is called sticky embossing powder. It's made by Ranger, and you heat emboss, but then it remains sticky, and then you can stick something on it. So here's my gold flakes that I'm using. So I'm going to show you how this works. And I just put a piece of paper down to catch the excess. So I'm going to try this, which has bigger opening spaces, this little swirl. I'm going to try it and see if I can get a cleaner image. Like I said, not that it matters. It doesn't have to be a clean image, but I'm just experimenting. All right, so I've got that on there, although you really don't see it because it's clear. And I'm going to sprinkle some of the sticky embossing powders on there, and I'm going to gently tap it off. Now you can see that swirl maybe right there. You can kind of barely see it. I might tap a little more off. Okay, now I'm going to take my well-loved embossing tool. I was playing with paint and got it all over there. And you just emboss. I'm sorry for the noise, but you just emboss until that ink, powder is clear. You'll see it. It'll turn a shiny clear color. Don't know if you can see that or not, but what was kind of a white powder is now a shiny clear. I don't think you can see that, but it's sticky now. All right. So now I'm going to take some little flakes, and I'm going to stick them onto that. And I've been using my paintbrush just because it seems to be better. It's kind of hard to handle this stuff because it kind of has a mind of its own. I mean, it is so delicate. It's very delicate. I think Sheila's way is probably easier than my way, but it's just something I wanted to try. So, and then I think in Sheila's, she just takes her brush and brushes it off and it comes off. I haven't had that kind of luck. I've had to work mine off a little bit more, work for it. And I see I'm still not going to get a really clean, clear image, but I am getting some great foil effects on this page. So there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And then we just sweep up the little excess. Might use it again. So that's just one way you can do it. Now I think what Sheila's doing is putting some glue down and just sticking her stuff to the glue and letting that dry. So let's just try that and see. I'm going to take some art glitter glue and I'm just going to make I don't know, a little swirly swirls, a little bit of swirls, a swirly swirl. Do you hear that? I'm going to make some swirly swirls, and I'm going to see if I can pick this guy up and put him in. Well, now see, I breathed. I exhaled and it went flying. Oh, it'll probably be all over the place, but it's art, it's fun, and it's okay. All right, I'm going to link Sheila's video below so you can watch her too, and she's done such a great job. Let's see if I can get that to stick down and not get glue on my brush. Okay, now we'll give that a second to dry. It won't take long. All right, that should be dry, and let's see if I can just brush it away. Isn't that pretty? I've also got this stuff in copper flakes. I'm going to try that too, but on this particular book, I really like the gold in this color with this pastels of all the blues and aquas and what have yous. Yeah, you still have to work at it either way a little bit, but not too bad. Keep your design big and open unless you want a heavier application. So see, both ways worked. That way, this way. All right, now I have a third way we're going to try. I want to try this little key and see how it will do. So I'm just putting it into my embossing ink, and I'm going to put it about right there. And I'm going to add the sticky, but then we're going to finish it a different way. So we're just experimenting. You got 3 different options, different ways to do it. Find the one that works the best for you. All right, now see, there's my key. I can see it, but I also see a little bit over here that kind of got over there that it's okay if it's there. It's not going to hurt anything, but I'm going to brush it off and just see what happens. Now, the way I want to do this one different is to go back to this foil, sheets of foil that I was showing you. And so we're going to heat emboss it and make it sticky. Maybe you can see it when it goes from white to clear. There it is. It's all clear and shiny and sticky. So this will be less messy, I can tell you that much. So I got gold flakes all over the place. Okay, you know what? All right, I see something happen. See, the stickiness came off onto my foil because it was hot. When I stuck it on there, it was still hot. I think I'm going to have to let that cool, so I'm going to do that again. Okay, so I stamped it again right there, and I'm going to try, see that sticking together where that sticky came off. I'm going to try this again. I'm just kind of rubbing it gently, and still is not sticking the way I want it to. But here's the thing, if you just want sporadic gold pieces here and there, and you don't necessarily want to be able to tell, hey, that's a key, or hey, that's a, you know, if you just want it kind of that way, and that's how this whole thing is, then this may be the process you might like. All right, so I'm going to go with this guy again, and I'm going to sprinkle my embossing powder over there, and we're going to tap, tap, tap. There we go. Can you see that swirl right there? Maybe. All right, we're going to heat her up. It doesn't take long to heat it up either. I mean, just a few seconds, you can see it turn from white to clear. All right, let's let it cool just a wee bit. Let her cool. A while ago, I blew to cool it, and whee, all these gold flakes went everywhere. Well, duh. right. Let's see if I get anything off of this one. And when you're doing this, you can kind of feel the design up under there. You can see part of it right there. Ah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Ah, look at that. So you can just keep going until all the sticky's gone. Okay, now, like it. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish the rest of this book using this little technique. And I'm going to try, look at these, some circles. I thought maybe some circles would be fun. It appears that I have never used these guys. So let's just leave them just like they are. So I can hold on to it right there. And let's put a few right there. And let's put maybe something up here at this top edge. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle on here. Where did I do that? I don't even remember now. I know that was at the top edge. I'll find where I did that one because I can't see it at all now. All right, I do see them now. Okay, so I'm going to tap that gently. And somebody made a mess. Hello. Sweep up your mess, dear. No messes on the table. Well, there's always a mess on my table, so, you know. All right, move you over, and let's heat emboss this one. Okay, so I heat embossed it, and I gave it a few minutes to dry. And let's see what it will do for me. Or a few minutes to cool, I should say. So you're just going to kind of get spots here and there, which is just exactly what you want when you're doing some kind of mixed media collage type thing. And like I said, if you have an area that still feels sticky, then cover it with more gold. Put more gold on it because it shouldn't, I mean, it's going to be sticky forever. That stuff stays that way. So here's our conclusion. What do we like best? I like the fact that this dries within seconds as opposed to this takes 20 minutes or whatever. You know, you have to let that dry till it's clear. So you really have to set it aside and do something else. This dries within seconds and cools, and you can just do it immediately. Or you could also do it with art glitter glue, which dries very, very quick. To me, I don't see much of a difference between the flakes or the foil, except for the flakes make a big mess. I bought these for resin, and they do make a big mess on your desk. But other than that, okay, so let's go ahead and finish this book. I wanted to tell you too, if you have ever played with alcohol inks, and you know when the ink gets in a certain spot, the alcohol inks, it kind of, when it gets really thick and it dries that way, it ends up just a little bit on the sticky side, and you can press this foil right down into that too. I've done that before. I don't know how long it'll stay sticky, but it will stay sticky for a little while. So I'm just doing little sporadic pieces here and there because that's the way I want it to look. It makes such a beautiful background. And if I see anything shiny that I think might still be sticky right there, I can feel a little sticky, I'll just put some more gold right in there. I want to show you one other thing too before I finish that. Whoever the genius is that came up with these, this is a tabletop vacuum cleaner. So see my mess right here? Yeah, just go over it like that. And it picks up all those little gilding flakes. It picks up all the little giblets of embossing powder that feel like grains of sand. It works just that easy. Okay, so here is the finished product. I found some sari silk that matched beautifully, added it to the front. I added some lace, the same lace I used throughout the journal. And I found this little beaded dangle that I had made in my stash. And I'm just letting it dangle down like that. So it is all complete. I named this one Serenity after my first granddaughter. I have 4 granddaughters. I have Serenity, Violet, Lily, and Gemma. So Violet will be next. She's the next oldest one. Violet and Lily are twins. So of course that one is going to be Lavender. that'll be my next one. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.